Hey guys, I wanted to do this metering spring mod video just to simplify it. I'm trying to learn it as I go. So with this new RC Max 46, you guys with the other reed motors, TS's, all that stuff, OBR, this is really helpful for keeps. Have a 668 carb. Okay, it's you could do it this mod on just about any carb out there. Okay, hoping this is going to come out good. All right, so okay, so I just got some basic hand tools. Craftsman sells these small, like hobby size pliers. These are just a strong, long needle nose. There's no teeth, but they're good for grabbing small items. Okay, and they're sold in a 3-pack. So you get the regular needle nose, the angle cutters, okay, wire cutters, dikes. Okay, very small, very good in this hobby with these cars. Just a Phillips head screwdriver. Okay. I just got a regular tuning screwdriver and then just an angle pick. Okay. With the tools. Okay. I just have this little hand pump. Okay. This is the hand pump. I got it off of Amazon. I probably paid a little bit more than some guys would like to, but any hand pump with a gauge. This only has a 30 psi gauge. Okay. Alright. You really don't need more than that because we actually want the pump off pressure to be around 16 to 18, somewhere in that. Okay, again, I'm learning it just like you guys. So what I found, I'll show you now. What I have found is all our carburetors, for whatever reason, okay, go above 30. Okay, so there is 30, and then I mean it's blowing off, it's bottoming out the needle and then popping off, so that's probably about 40. Okay, now we with this pump, it did come with this valve all the way up to here. I just modified it. Okay, I just went to auto parts store, got a reducer for vacuum lines, automotive, hooked up a fuel line. Okay, I've made it long enough, probably too long, but if I'm doing it while it's on the car or whatever, I like that extra give there. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is take this off. Okay, now I'm just going to take off the primer bulb. It's probably 200 years old. Okay, 4 screws. The diaphragm is under there. Okay, everything's in there together. So I don't know if you can see it. You want to take up this Phillips head screwdriver, Phillips head screw. Okay. So, okay. Now you always want to try to be over a white surface. All right. Just in case, because there is that spring, that metering spring is right under here. Okay, and this is a short screw. So, okay, I mean, and that is small. All right. So this is where you gotta watch, because this will slide off of this little shaft. I'm sure there's a correct terminology. Okay. Here is the metering spring. Okay. I mean, that thing goes, good luck. Here is your pop-up valve. Okay. This is what's going to blow it off. It's pretty interesting. Like I said, I'm still learning. So, forgive me. Okay? I'm sure I'll get the YouTube haters, but oh well. Now, some guys don't feel comfortable in clipping springs. Okay, great. I've done it. You can do it. Or you could buy this kit. Okay? Kit's really nice. Bunch of different springs. Lots of springs. Lots and lots and lots of springs. Okay? As you can see though, I started experimenting while I was testing the RC Max 46. Some of these springs are still at 30 psi. Okay? Now I don't know if that's just carb or that is the spring. So I paid a bunch of money, okay, for all these springs that are defeating the purpose. Okay. Now take the spring, okay. Okay. Now I am going to put it back right here. If it will stay. And it dropped. Okay. If you look here, okay, I'm gonna try to point to it here. There's a dimple on the inside. Okay, this round part here. The spring sits in that, and then there's a hole in the, or recess in the carb body. Okay. Now, what I do, you could actually test it just like this. You don't have to put it all back together. Okay. Alright, so, okay, let's see. Here we go. So we put the spring in. Let's see, yeah. That's about 17-ish, 18-ish, you know, depending. If I go slow, about 15. So I'm pretty much in the range. I would run that right there. Okay. What I have seen with this mod, okay, and what I'm gathering it is, okay. Basically the motors, okay, when you're running, and I noticed this on the 46, so this is where my judgment's coming from, okay. When you're tuning your needles, yes, you're allowing a little bit more fuel in, okay, fuel mixture. All right, you're changing the amount. You could open these until that's it. They're popping out. It will only allow X amount in there because of this pop off. Okay, this pressure. Because you could take these out, all right, or just, you know, don't take me literal because most of you do. Okay, you could run these 4 turns out. That thing's only going to pop at 30 plus psi. Okay, and that's what was happening with the 46. Okay, I would unscrew these, unscrew them, okay, and wasn't changing nothing after a while. And that's when I started researching, okay, this mod on HPI forum. And Chris Dawson told me, okay, do that pop-off mod. I went with the pop-off mod, and you know, like a 990 would be, I don't know what the tune is, stock 1 1/4, 1.5, 1 1/4 on low. I was starting off on a low at 1. Okay. Now I'm actually allowing so much more fuel to go in there that I can more meter it. Okay. I can allow more in, or I can restrict it. You read guys should be doing this regardless. I'm telling you, you will see a difference. Now, this past summer I ran one on my piston port, and I gotta say I felt like it had a little more. Now, did it because I knew what I did to it? Yes and no, I guess. But I felt like it had more. And now the part you have to watch with doing this, okay? Now, take that spring out, okay? Okay, so I could show you. All right, you have, again, the popping valve, okay? Let's see if folks is in. Here we go. Okay, now that's going to sit in the carb, okay? That never has to come out, okay? So just make sure it doesn't fall out. That will, let's see, that will stay in there, okay? That should always stay in there. It may pop out on you if you overturn it, so just be cautious the way you're putting it, okay? Again, this part here with the spring, okay? Okay, this little rod here will come out. Be careful. Popping valve will come out, the rod will come out. This, you know, it's all small stuff. Okay. So now there your spring's sitting in that little recess. Alright. Now you want, I'm trying to watch two things at once. You want the 2 fingers of the top of that thing to sit, okay, in there. Okay, so that's what's pulling up on that poppet valve, okay, as pressure's overcoming it, okay, and that's what this spring is doing, stopping it. Well, now that we've changed that, it'll allow it to go much easier and allow that fuel to go through, okay. So that's going to sit in there like that. Your spring obviously is under there, okay. So just be careful when you're putting it in there. Make sure you take your time. Again, I got this Cow RC magnetic, which is pretty nice, mat here, or white towel, t-shirt, something. Okay. These parts are small. And here, pop-off valve in there, pop-it valve. Okay, you're trying to do fingers and keep the spring in there. It does take some getting used to. Believe me, okay? I was in your exact same place. Now, it's in there, okay? Just take your time. It will go in. It will work. That's pretty much it. I hope this helps somebody, okay? And listen, tinker with it. The 46 will love when you start tinkering with these carbs, I'm telling you now. I'm sure the other big bore motors will love it just as much. And enjoy. Thanks, guys.